What do you have on the pike, down the pike?
Well, what I'd like to do is just get more guests and have more conversations. I love chat participation. I love taking questions. I love seeing, the feedback as it's happening. I just want to get more engaged. I want to get the message that that Catholicism is the fulfillment of the temple. I want to get that out there as wide and as loud as I can. So some guests that helped me do that thus far have been Dr. John Bergsma, Dr. Margaret Barker, Rachel Fulton Brown as well, who's a big fan of Margaret Barker. And just get more guests. Like I've had the pleasure of having also Jimmy Aiken, Tim Staples, Roy Showman. I'm going to have Dr. Scott Hahn on August 17th. So I'm very, very pumped up about that. I'm very honored. Thank you, Dr. Hahn. Mike Aquilina as well. I've had him on a couple times. So yeah, I just want to keep the momentum going, keep this thing going, and maybe someday write a book about my journey. And yeah, and what I'd like to do is do parish missions.
Oh, great. Okay.
I'd love to be able to go, when COVID is done, go into parishes and be like, this is the roots of our faith. Look at how beautiful it is. And I just want to help do my part and build the kingdom of God and bring it to earth, and watch people just fall in love with Christ and his church and flock to her, even though we're in trying times. I mean, you got to be, everyone's, clamoring and saying, oh, it's too much. I can't deal with all the scandals and all this and that. One of the things Mike Aquilina taught me, and it's very true, is once you understand and get through your head, there has never been a golden age in the church. Never. We romanticize things often, but when we actually read church history and we look at the wider perspective, every era there's been crises.
Right.
And I guarantee you, if we had social media during the Council of Ephesus or the Council of Nicaea or the Iconoclast controversy, and these
Couldn't
guys
even imagine.
and these guys had Twitter, you can only imagine, right? So, and the Borgia popes, popes having orgies, toasting to Satan, having illegitimate children. So, just know, rather than scandal, falsifying the church, the fact that the church is still here after 2,000 years, any other institution of such knavish imbecility would not have lasted but a fortnight. That's what Hilaire Belloc said, and it's so true.
Very true.
It's very incarnational, right? Because the second person of the Trinity entered into the mess of humanity, and he died the most tragic, blasphemous death. And look what he did out of that. Look what he brought out of that. So in the same way, with all this mess in the church and her sinful members, myself first and foremost included, if we just keep the faith and we hold fast and we offer up our sufferings, offer our lives as sacrifice in union with Christ for the transformation of the cosmos, then just watch what God will be able to do with that. And recently we had in the ordinary form the reading about the feeding of the 5,000,
right? Where
the little boy, what does he have? 5 loaves and 2 fish. But Christ takes that little bit that boy offered in sincerity. It might have even been his family's evening meal. He took that small sacrifice, which was offered with great love, and he fed 5,000 people, and there was even leftovers. And that's also a picture of the Eucharist, right? Taking simple bread and wine and filling our spiritual appetite till our cup runneth over.